Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's tutorial is on this bronze look which I wore to one of the weddings. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. For this I am taking this Laura Mercier foundation in the shade golden. This is quite a full coverage foundation, so I decided to use it as an eyeshadow base instead of a concealer that I do. This basically covers up all kind of redness or discoloration on my eyelids. I'm just setting it up with the translucent powder from Laura Mercier so that the eyeshadows which we are about to use go on much more smoother. And for this look I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Dolce Vita palette, and I'm taking the lightest shade from the palette on a fluffy brush and running it all on my eyelid, as in right from the root of the lashes to my brow bone. I am putting this color all over the eyelid. It's a nice shimmery kind of a color. And now with a flat brush I'm going to dig into this reddish kind of a brown color and putting it in my crease area. I feel that reddish brown colors somehow complement the Indian skin tone and bring out the brown in our eyes even more. So I'm just packing the color. I'm gradually building it up, and I'm going to keep buffing it with a fluffy brush so that there are no harsh edges. It's always better that we gradually build up a color rather than having too much color on the eyelid first and then wanting to take it off. So take your time, build the shade. And I did realize that this shade gave me a lot of fallout on my face, so that's with that. And now taking a smaller brush, I'm digging into this even deeper brown shade and just etching the corners of my eyes, just putting it in the outer V and also along the lower waterline. I am just taking it about 2/3 inwards on my lower waterline. This is just going to give your eyes more dimension and more depth. So again, building up gradually and just buffing out any harsh edges whatsoever, because we do not want any harsh lines on our eyes. Now going in with this shimmery gold shade, I'm taking it on my fingers because I feel that shimmer shades always perform better with a finger. And I'm just dabbing it in the center of my eyelid. And as you can see, this is a beautiful glimmering kind of a copper shade. Looks absolutely stunning, and especially with the Indian ethnic attires, these kind of shades really complement the whole look. So just popping the shade till I am happy with the intensity. Now again, taking this reddish brown color on the tapered brush, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff out the eyeshadow that we've already put on the outer 2/3 of the eye. So we're just buffing it out, and now I'm just cleaning up the fallout that I've had. As I told you, that brown color gave me a lot of fallout, so I'm just cleaning it up. I've used Garnier micellar water on a cotton pad and just cleaned it up. Now I am just tightlining my eyes with this Rock and Coal eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, this is in the shade Bedroom Black. I feel that somehow, with Indian attires, coal is such a must. And I'm also tightlining the upper waterline. Once I'm done with the eyes, I'm moving on to the foundation. I have already prepped my skin with the strobe cream from MAC. And what I'm doing is into about a pump foundation, I'm adding some more strobe cream, because this is quite a matte kind of a foundation, very heavy on coverage. I do not want to make it look very cakey on my skin, so I just added the strobe cream. This is a great trick to work with in case you have a foundation which is too heavy on coverage and tends to look dry on your skin. You can sheer it out a little bit with the strobe cream. The one that I'm using is in the shade Gold Light, and as you can see, adding the strobe cream to the foundation just adds that nice dewiness to the skin, which otherwise matte foundation does not allow. Now I'm just using this Maybelline Age Refined Concealer in the shade Medium, and putting it all across my like under the eyes and all the areas that I would basically want to highlight. I am also highlighting this area from the corner of my mouth to my ear, so that whenever we are contouring, the contouring is a little more prominent and I look a little more chiseled, because I have have a round face, and I really like when I look really snatched and chiseled. So once I've blended that out with the beauty blender, I'm just taking this cushion blush from L'Oreal. This is the coral shade, and just applying it to the apples of my cheeks. I find that whenever you want a more natural kind of a look on your skin, it's better that you opt for cream blushes. This one in particular is very sheer, and I love this shade on myself. What I'm doing is all the places that we applied the concealer, I'm just setting with a powder. I am using the same Laura Mercier translucent powder, and just putting it where we had concealed. I am not putting it anywhere else. I'm not taking it to my cheeks because I want the look to be quite dewy and quite natural looking. So the corners of my nose is what requires a lot of powdering, so I did that. And now I'm just contouring with my favorite Hoola bronzer. I'm taking it on an angled brush and just placing it in the hollows of my cheekbones. I'm just dabbing the product first and then just blending it out. I feel that dabbing the product gives you more control over how much pigment you want on your skin. So I think it's a good idea to contour that way. And then just chiseling out my jawline, and always blending the contour into your neck. I don't want stripes of the contour on my face. So just blending and buffing it out really well. Now for my highlight, I'm using this iconic London illuminator in the shade Original. What I like to do is I take a drop on the back of my hand, rub it, and then pick it up on a blender. I feel that way it gives me better kind of a result, rather than applying the dots on my skin first and then blending it out. And as you can see, this is like a really metallic-y kind of an illuminator. I just absolutely love this, and I have been enjoying wearing this. This gives me like the most beautiful highlight. This can also work as a base for your other powder highlighters if you want that intense beaming highlight. Today I'm not going for that intense highlight, so I'm just going to stick to this illuminator. And now I'm just filling in my brows with this elf brow powder and taking it on an angled brush. I am focusing more on the arch of my brows. Now that my brows are done, I am taking the brown shade on a pencil brush and just running it through the lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit more. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking this highlighter from Illamasqua. This is the OMG highlighter, and putting it in the inner tear duct area and on the arches of my brow to just make them pop a little bit more. Finishing off my eye look with this mascara. This is my favorite roller lash from Benefit, and I absolutely love the kind of effect it has on my lashes. Taking the liquid lipstick in the shade Sincere from the Balm Cosmetics, I am just going to apply it, and with that the look is complete. I hope that you enjoyed this look. If you did, do give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you still haven't. And until my next video, bye bye.